So this comes with Windows 10 Home. What the? Come on, let's get rid of that Windows Home. Let's get some Windows Pro. Copy and paste my code from the description. You can also get Office 2019. Just paste my code. Woof. It's Windows Pro time. Righto, Toyota champs. Now today let's have a look at this thing, this beast, this absolute monster of a gaming laptop, the Acer Predator Triton 500. And I tell you what, if you haven't been considering this, if you want a thin and light gaming laptop, whoa, let me tell you now, this thing is a monster, absolute monster. And my first impressions were, it's thin and light, and yeah, all right. So it's supposed to be thin and light, like every other thin and light sort of premium gaming laptop, but it's like thin and light, like XPS 15 thin and light. You know, we're talking 17.9 millimeters, 2 kilos. That's just around 4.4 pounds, pretty much the same weight as the XPS 15 and about a mil, 1 mil thicker, 1 millimeter that is. And like every other gaming laptop that's thin and light and, uses Max-Q parts, I'm thinking, well, it's going to be compromised. There's going to be a lot of thermal throttling and stuff like that, especially with this. I mean, this has an RTX 2080 Max-Q in it. And of course, you can get the RTX 2060, 2070. And this also comes with the i7 8750H, the 6-core 45-watt part, pretty much the backbone of what a good gaming laptop should have. And I'm going to tell you, I'm amazed at the performance of this. The thermals, just, it's only a 180-watt package, as you'd expect with thin light. It's not going to have 230, 250 watts, but it gets the absolute most out of that 180 watts. And thermals, not even an issue. The GPU was like 60, the CPU never went over really 90, it was even less than that. And the CPU clock, I'm not even talking undervolted here, the CPU clock would sit at 3.9 gigahertz, its maximum all-core boost, indefinitely gaming, like the full beans there. And there's not many gaming laptops that do that, and I'm talking about even the thicker gaming laptops. So I think this and the Zephyrus in the thin and light is the only ones that can do that. Amazing thermal performance, and I'm most impressed because it does have the RTX 2080 and it has everything a gamer wants. It has the Ethernet, it has Thunderbolt 3. A lot of laptops are dropping out the Thunderbolt 3. This one doesn't. Gives you G-Sync, of course. Downside to G-Sync, the battery life isn't that great, but it's a gaming laptop. You're not buying for battery life, are you? And also this epic cooling in this does have sort of a downside, and that's noise. It is loud, but every gaming laptop's loud. But I'll give you the tip. This thing here is pretty much the only laptop that I've actually felt like the air being shifted from inside. I can actually feel the air being dispelled. It's quite strong, especially on the left-hand side. I can really feel the air being vented. Obviously, it does work. It's got a 3-fan setup in there, so it has really epic cooling. 2 M.2s in there, rated, and I was getting over 3,000 megabytes per second. Right, not reads, right. So yeah, they're RAID 0'd. Of course, this is like, the higher spec model with the 32 gigs and the 2 M.2s in there and the RTX 2080 and the i7. So this is as good as it gets. 144 hertz display, epic display with G-Sync, and G-Sync makes things smoother. We're getting over 100 frames per second pretty much every game, even Witcher and Deus Ex Mankind Divided, all at high settings. You can check out the benchmarks up there. This is an absolute screamer, and when it comes to these thin and light premium 15-inch laptops for gaming, this would have to be top 1 or maybe even top 2. I'm talking, this and the Zephyrus, the best for gaming. If you're talking just pure gaming, amazing gaming performance. I highly recommend it. It's got everything you want. Yeah, Acer for the win here. I really like this laptop. I will, of course, review it. Stay tuned for that. But this is my gaming review. Catch you in the next one, guys. Tally ho. All right, I want to show you something that you may or may not know. Let's turn off the jet engine. Please turn off. Thank you. Turbo is off. All right, so now have a look here at this Firestrike score, 18,110. Yeah, it's a good score. You'd expect that with an RTX 2080. It is a Max-Q, but yeah, good score. But look at the graphics score. If you can see here, 22,280. All right, so this is outputting externally. So this is outputting straight to my capture card. Now the laptop just thinks the capture card is a display, so yeah, that's what it is. But have a look here at these other Firestrike scores, and I'll get these up. I'll open both of them. Anyway, one's undervolted, one isn't, so obviously the highest score is undervolted. Not really worth it in this laptop. I will get to that later. Actually, I'll get to it now. It's not really worth undervolting because the CPU will sit at 3.9 even in Battlefield. So the CPU will not go any higher in terms of, maybe it runs a bit cooler, a little bit of frame boostage, tiny bit, little bit less fan noise, a little bit. Yeah, can't really tell, to be perfectly honest. And you can see here in the Firestrike score, 21,000 with the graphics. It does let the graphics go a little bit harder because it doesn't need so much power for the CPU. But and there you can see 21,500. So it's a small difference, okay? But both of these are using the internal monitor, the G-Sync monitor that comes with the actual laptop, okay? But if you output to external, you saw the score before, right? Where'd you see it? Where was it? You see? Higher graphics score, higher overall score because I'm outputting to an external monitor. And not many people know that actually outputting to an external monitor will give you better performance. So if you can do that, sometimes it's better just to connect a keyboard, whatever. I know this is made for portable gaming, of course, but sometimes if you want to set up with a mouse and a keyboard and put it on an external monitor, you're going to get even better performance.